Hey, how's it going? Everybody? To another Boston Blue Beat, and it's like, I don't know, like, I don't know where to put this one because it's in such a weird time. But I'm saying we're on the grind towards Evo. We're almost there. How's it going?
Yeah, it's been going good. I mean, we're back to the uni. There's Evo, there's CEO, there's beach episode. So much is gonna happen during the summer in such a short amount of time. It is kind of wild.
Yeah, I want to say like I guess it's like post like climax of night at combo breaker kind of. Well, not kind of, it actually is. But like it's also what I mean by it's like it feels like this is the beginning of the next step forward to all of the other shit that's happening throughout the week. Or the year, I should say. And so yeah, hey, like it's pretty hype. I'm very excited. So thanks for joining us. We're gonna have a wonderful bracket as always, and I hope you guys enjoy it too.
Yeah, and of course, if you're gonna enjoy everything tonight, might as well pop over to that exclamation point Matrino. Claim a code, give these wonderful players a little bit of extra pep in their step. You might need to put an increased number on it. Yeah, we gotta increase that number on the link. It's 07, not 06. And that'll give you the direct contribution to the uni players. But I'll go ahead and have a code for the plus R people. They're nice. They don't bite.
The nicest thing anybody's said about plus R in decades.
Hey.
Ain't nothing.
We love our plus R players.
I'm glad somebody does. It's oh god. That yeah, it's what a game. Anywho, we're onto this one. So yeah, please fill out the match arena if you got the time. A couple of seconds of your time will go towards the players, and they can't say it, so I'm gonna say it for them. Appreciate your time on that, and we'll be moving on. I guess we have. I mean, it's like we're kind of stepping along the tournament. We have a. Oh no, hold on. I was trying to grab this week's what's it called, bracket.
I bring up the bracket. I'm like, why is this a really strange named person I've never seen before? Why are they seed 1? I look inside, it's silent.
Yeah, I mean. That's like a general good bet. Just like, oh, this name's funny. It's probably silent. But we also, you know, we got a good bracket today. We got a bunch of what we got. I can count. Oh, god damn. It's like 20 something odd people. I can't count. I'm fucking 25. I'm fried. Thank you. 25. But yeah. 25. A lot of the people who were in the Boston Blue Beat online burst league we're trying to get into the beach episode at the end of the year or end of the season, I guess. But yeah, it's a good bracket as always.
Each episode is going to be quite a fun time, as always. It was very fun last year. So if you want to go to a very good, larger event offline, I mean, Breach episode is as good as any to be your first. If you need a little extra push, there's a Costco pretty close to the venue.
No way. That's sick.
Yeah.
I am such a Costco shill. You don't even know. Like, I freaking love that place so much. Like, you can sell me on so much by just getting me to buy a lot of it for really cheap and then also bring home the cheapest pizza in existence.
Oh, you want to know something that's both a blessing and a curse? There's a Costco 5 minutes away from where I work.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'd be there at every dinner. It'd be wonderful. You just eat like 3 hot dogs. Who's gonna stop you?
I have gone for lunch at the Costco before.
It's great.
Yo, hi Makoto Fox. Welcome in, y'all. We're getting our first stream match for y'all. Totally not going to Costco yet.
Fox, you're going to Costco. What do you get from the food court? Let me know right now.
On the spot.
The I don't know if East Coast has it, but they have like a is it a turkey provolone? I think it's a turkey provolone. But they have a turkey provolone where we're at, and it's like pretty freaking good.
Oh, the sandwich it's everywhere in the and at least the United States. They all have that same rotating.
Okay.
Did you see what it's changing to soon?
No, what is changing?
Yeah, they're replacing it with chicken fingers.
What?
And I don't know what's in it with the chicken fingers and the sauce, but it's 1,600 calories.
I don't care. I want that to mess me up. That sounds incredible. Oh God. Did you guys get the ice cream yet?
Which ice cream?
We have ice cream over here.
Like different than what they put in the cups?
Yeah, like the soft serve in the cup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, we've had that forever.
What? No, we got it like 3 months ago or some nonsense.
Oh.
We had like it was like this mint and
oh,
like
the mint brownie one?
Yeah. What?
The mint brownie one was come and go, but you can get chocolate and vanilla anytime you want.
No, yeah, it was that one, and then we recently got like a caramel churro one.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Okay.
Every time I touch down in the shop, I gotta get a dog from Star. What?
No, he's right. He's right. The dog. It's too good of a deal, bro.
Wait, there's a Costco near Schaumburg. Wait, what? How did I not notice this when I went to Frosty?
Huh? Schaumburg's like super. What's it called? Suburb. There has to be one there.
I know there was one close enough to the venue.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh, maybe it's not close to the venue. Maybe it's just close enough. Oh yeah, it's close enough if you have a car. But...
Yeah, you know, there's enough people in Chicago. I'm sure you could have gotten somebody. But man, I'm such a big fan. I've been looking. They don't have them anymore, but I saw them one on a shorts video. This like video of a guy with a pullover sweater that has the Kirkland signature logo on it, and that's it. And I want it so badly, but I can't find. The only one I can find is like this black on black one that I don't like very much. The one I saw was white. I am so, you don't understand. I'm so ready to shill for capitalism if it means that I get like 60 eggs for like what is like $10 or something now.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I remember when eggs were like just starting to come down in price. Like, I could get like whatever, like 2 dozen eggs from Costco for cheaper than I get 1 dozen at the grocery store.
Yeah, no, the Costco eggs were holding me down for so long. They were legitimately like the last line of defense for egg prices for so long, and then eventually they had to increase the prices, but they were still always better than everybody else.
True. And now I need to find it, but apparently there's, at least for now, there's just vanilla Fairlife dupe that Costco has for milk. And I'm planning this next time, once I get paid, that and then the concentrate Vietnamese coffee.
What?
And then just combine those.
What?
For like next, like, have protein coffees for like the next 3 weeks.
That sounds dangerous, having Vietnamese coffee in your house.
Yeah, I think it's 12 bottles of concentrate Vietnamese coffee too. So like you dilute it and it'll be normal. Don't be like the crazy people who just drink it straight out the bottle.
That's just like drinking liquid crack. That sounds horrible. Why would you? That sounds like
Well,
the shit that you would put into your bloodstream right before, like, you want to go see the future.
well, it tastes good.
Fuck, I know, probably does.
But there are people who legitimately did not realize you needed to dilute it.
That's frightening.
Because they just saw the words coffee, they just glossed over the fact that it was concentrate.
Yeah, whatever, man. Just what about my heart just beating 30,000 times a minute? I'm sure that's fine. Anywho, I'll have another cup tomorrow morning. We finally get our match started. Very coffee flavor from Jack outside on the Merkava today versus Salty Sailors Linne.
And speaking of something that's gonna make you drink some brain implosion juice, Merkava and Linne is definitely gonna be that type of matchup.
Yeah. This is yeah, I mean this definitely makes you want that. So that's why we kind of saw there early on. VO, we don't want to be there to begin with. Huge grid break though. That was a casual 3k damage throw, no big deal.
Yeah, he needs it.
Oh god. Yeah, and this is all tacking on a bunch of extra damage here. Doesn't quite get the knockdown that they wanted, but Jack's sitting pretty, and the hit afterwards with dive closes out the first round.
Yeah, I think Jack was trying to go for some sneaky cross under setup, and just Salty Sailor checked out at an awkward angle.
But, you know, Salty got the first part down. Obviously, just get in, stay in. This character, once in front of Merkava, really likes being there. Nice bait on the throw. Gonna get the special starter as well. Or, sorry, bait on the DP. And now we got good damage here. Attack on, oh, a whole IW. Make sure we get a big number out of that one.
Yeah, you know, just casual 5.5 grand.
Yeah.
No grid break or anything. And I say as grid break immediately pops up on the screen, and that's the rest of your life bar.
Yeah, I kind of expected just 100 spend. We were at 200, but Jack feeling comfortable taking the max damage of that situation, IWing it out, and takes the first game.
Yeah, I think Jack is just feeling very confident. It's like, all right, I could just, you know, fully spend here, make you potentially just actually, I think grid break throw would have actually killed from that last couple there after the IW.
Yeah, quite possibly. Gets the child down, or the children, I should say, and get some good mix going. As Salty gets a big throw tag, doesn't quite do anything with that CS. Wanted to kind of just even up the situation, but nothing to do with no meter versus the red mist, and Salty finally gets a hit.
I think Jacko was actually trying to prep CSDP and then forgot there wasn't a 100 meter.
Yeah, definitely. I think even then, you CS, you see what happens, you're like, fine. At least I know what's going on. And then you block it out afterwards.
I don't think, yeah, went for, I think that was ADP instead of going for anything more anti-air inclined, as now Jacko is capitalizing heavily.
Yeah, doesn't spend the second 100 on the children, wants to save a bit of it, gets the huge grid break here. This will be a lot of damage and possible build to that 200 if they hit the full combo, but now they have it for the ender, trying to do the funny stuff, and doesn't do the punish with the throw, got hit anyway, but didn't finish the combo, and Jack gonna take it to the 0. Yeah, Jack Merc, not the, I don't know, I'm never surprised when the Waldstein player play Merkava. They all play both characters, and I don't know why.
It's something within the grappler player's brain. It makes them a little too susceptible to playing Merkava.
Yeah, it's just like, what is it? Big hands? Like, that's it. That's all they share. I guess not having a 5-framer? Whatever.
They can't handle having a 5-framer, so if they're gonna pick another character, they can't have to. Because like, you used to have Kaguya, and then she got a 5-framer. It's like, well, who do I pick now?
Yeah, if I get a 5-frame matching character, I'm just gonna abuse the hell out of it. So I just stay away from it. Instead, I'll keep this command grab, and I think that if my 3-frame command grab will be better.
It's essentially a reversal, right? 3-frame startup.
Yeah, it's messed up, man. There's a lot of times anything that's not real like can get blown up by a 3-frame command grab.
That's gonna be a very funny conversation somebody's gonna bring up one day, is how fast the move has to be before it's considered a reversal option even without invuln frames.
Anything can be a reversal if you believe hard enough.
Just like everything is plus if you believe hard enough.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you just do it hard enough from wake up, it becomes a reversal.
You know, speaking of believing hard enough and it's going to become a reversal, high level.
Oh yeah, LuFL is a full believer, believes in every one of their options, but versus Nicky, gonna have to be a little bit more sound with the movement. Got a character that can hit all of the angles versus Phonon.
Yeah. And now you're fighting a character that can contest Phonon 3C. And what do you do about that?
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Is Nicky trying to get a little fancy with the double teleport there, trying to get away from LuFL. CS tried to see what's up and still got hit afterwards. So LuFL gonna take advantage in the lead here with 200 spends on the C pillar, just trying to look at what the mix is. Nice blocks from Nicky, but stole the corner at the last second.
That was nasty.
Yeah, not bad. Gonna get the throw tech. Nicky also goes for their own side switch here, trying to get some space behind them. Does find the hit. Not the full combo, but kind of a scary situation with the IW on deck, and that will most certainly make it easy. I don't even think they need all of it, but they're going to just in case.
Oh yeah, absolutely, just take it. I mean, you have a round that you can give up to LuFL if you absolutely need it, but also just you don't have to think anymore about the combo.
Yeah, and it's also UNI2 in its current state. Meters quite easily gotten, so why not? Let's just make double sure that they're dead as we do find the first hit of the second round here.
Yeah, just one combo already almost got up to 100, then you won the cycle, and we're back up to 200 anytime you wish.
Yeah. Back up. Oh, I think an accidental backdash from Nicky unfortunately got him tagged by the fireball. Not too bad though, all things considered, especially after that hit. And Termotrilis' first round is led by a very handed second one.
Yeah, Wall 3C, godlike button for poking your opponent. You gotta remember, it can be whip punished quite easily by Yuzu.
Yeah, a character that just has pretty decent options by just like hopping in the air and doing quick slashes. Tends to be quite rough. I imagine that what LuFL has to do is get a little bit closer often, like get in places where 4B might be a better option, but thinking that moment right there, Nicky making a really good read on LuFL, staying put and gets that big grid break.
Level master reversing the tables. Now gonna be riding out the end of that grid break and finally potentially get the cycle one if you don't bleed too much grid.
Yeah, cycle gonna go for LuFL. This will be a really good situation to close it out. Yeah, gonna use the CS for the mix once again. Goes for that corner steal once again. This time Nicky able to block it out. Doesn't okay, never mind. Gets the snipe at the end there. Tags him on the way out. LuFL trying to tie up the game count.
Ooh, the dash on through is gonna catch LuFL off guard. There's a lot of meter here, but yeah, Nicky just spent 100.
Yeah, nice. Oh, tried to get fancy there. Hit him with the second overhead afterwards. Nicky got caught. Gonna take the life lead here, looking good. LuFL finding another hit, and that's big because they were out of meter. So gonna build it on this next combo and put themselves in a much better situation.
Dashed right out of the corner, but out of the frying pan into the fryer. The third time is the charm. Gonna be fighting back some of this advantage. And now that you've got LuFL back in the corner, the reset. Oh, are you actually dead?
Not sure. No. I think I think you still need one more. CS tries to see what the situation is, gets hit by the dash C, gets hit on the way down, and gonna be able to save the 200 going into their set point.
This is nasty.
LuFL trying to save the set so far. As long as that 200 meters up, Nicky's gonna feel pretty comfortable. Gets the snipe out here and the combo as well. Very well done. Gets the cycle in the middle of that as well. So gonna be able to hold it. VO gets punished as well. Doesn't get the full combo there. LuFL gets a little bit out of it, tries to go for the air fireball, but unfortunately goes by the wayside. Nicky with one more punish, and this is LuFL's last chance.
Yes, it is. And gets the throw that's needed, and Nicky 2-0 will be moving on. What a set.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. I think LuFL tried to find a couple of moments there, but was getting hit out of their options quite often, especially that super at the end of this or the beginning of this round, where they felt like they were going to get started and then just kind of wrong time or wrongly timed their super. So that was unfortunate, but Nicky played really well, takes it and moving on.
And now we get into our Gordeau section of the stream. We avoided it for quite a while, but it always comes back to bite us. We got StarXUnderscore and Rakestraw who are popping up.
Yeah, I mean it's Boston Bluebeat. We're not staying away from the Gordeaus for very long. It's not gonna happen for more than a little bit, but I don't mind, especially with the Gordeaus that we have here. Between the 3 or 4 that come to Boston Bluebeat pretty consistently, they're all really fun to watch and then provide different play styles, so it's good.
A man can dream. I could dream one of these days we'll see less Gordeau and more Kaguya.
I mean, yeah, I guess it. I mean, possibly. We'll see. Every patch has done Kaguya some good, and there's definitely thoughts about where the game's gonna go in the near future. So we will see. We will see. But we have currently for you, we have Star and Rakestraw. So Hyde versus Gordeau, just matchup that we see here quite often. Let's see if Rakestraw can get over the big hill that is Star, one of our better players in the tournament. Rakestraw, obviously very good player himself, but Star's been killing it in the tournaments late, or the online brackets lately.
Star is a constant threat to everybody who exists. You'll love to see it when you're on the commentary, of course.
Yeah, I'm generally a pretty big fan of Star's play, so we will see. I need to know what else became a slightly bigger fan now that I know that he's also a Costco shill. God bless.
He's not. Gordeau's more than just he's pretty good.
Game's pretty well balanced right now, so I think a lot of characters are pretty tournament viable. It's definitely there's a type of character that I think is excelling at the current moment, but there's not very many characters that I would steer away from. And Gordeau just I think maybe slightly harder than some of the other characters, but has all the tools necessary. And of course, there's the cool factor that the Gordeau players are here for. So we'll see how this one goes down. Star versus Rakestraw coming up for you. Feeling each other out, but finds that first sim into the safe jump, but he gets hit by, and that should be the start of Star's first round.
Yeah, there's a lot of a sim that can happen, and you know, Rakestraw just so confident. You're gonna press on wake up. You're not gonna meaty me again.
Gets hit once again in the corner here. Gonna have the 200, doesn't spend it on the sim. That's generally what we're seeing nowadays for that really good knockdown that it provides, but nonetheless gonna save all of that meter going into the next round.
Meter, there's a lot to spend it off in this round. The life total of Rakestraw could just blink and you miss it right now.
That was really good. That was like a designed approach to beat 5A. Like 4B was just like perfect spacing to explode that situation. I think that was really well done from Star. Has the meter once again behind this one, especially during the grid break. This looks like a great time to close out this game one and gets another throw. I think probably going to need one more because of the scaling, and will oblige with the dash C. Not going to need any of the resources to close out game one.
Yeah, really say, you know, Rakestraw, you're too Hyde brain. You're just going to be pressing anything but DP on wake up, and I'm going to really call you out for it.
Yeah, definitely just getting hit a lot on wake up. I think that's definitely problem number one for Rakestraw. We want to give ourselves a couple more opportunities to play the game. This is already looking pretty good. Is Score doing pretty well to get aggressive here, uses the CS very aggressively on the B aiming and gets their hits. See if they can do anything afterwards. This was all in transfer state, and as you asked, the BDP shows its head.
And look, coincidentally, it worked wonders. Who would have thought?
Yeah, definitely need to show it at some point. If you're going to gambit on wake up like that, it's going to make your wake up buttons a little bit better too. Does find the Celestial, gets all of that money, basically a free super after the C aiming. Oh, it gets caught by the dash FF. That might be it if they are able to wait long enough. No, wait, maybe with the IW? Yes. Thinking the possibility that CVO might be needed, but that was not the case. Tried to whiff punish with the C Rekka ender there of the fireball, just a little too short.
But in the end, it's not mattering too much. Oh, falls out of the combo. That's a little unfortunate. Star is making the best of a bad situation.
Aiming once again, just gets hit by the full increased 5C. Definitely just piling on everything that this character could possibly do. More time, just a delay mash, and I love that as an option. Obviously, we saw the BDP not too long ago going for a delay 2A option, catching that opportunity for a possible DP while still relatively safe on the pressure sequence. So good stuff. Star gonna take it 2-0.
Couple 2-0s to start us off for the night. These players are really not wanting to make these games go along. They want to get in and out and go to bed.
We are moving along on this first score. Since they were seeded, that was their first game. They'll be doing the Boltstruck Star Classic in winners quarters in a second. So looking forward to that one as we are getting into this.
File and silent up here. Okay.
Violent, silent. Except for this, we'll see most likely the Ogre, I imagine, but possible from our Phonon goat. But I remember talking to him a bit at Combo Breaker, and it's just like we were talking about the characters in general. It's like it's not like I don't believe that this guy can't do it with Phonon, right? He's obviously like one of the best Phonons in the world, if not the best at any given moment. It's just in the current patch, like Ogre just makes your life so much easier. Like let's be real, like you know, like it's just like when the game plan is literally hit him, like it's like how much nicer can the game plan be, and especially for Uni, where you have to think at the highest level. You have to think so much about the opponent, their tendencies, grid, that game, the mechanics behind what you can consider at any given moment. Simplifying your game plan might be the way to go, and I think Ogre does that.
I sure do love when my entire game plan boils down to just hit them forehead.
There's the,
That's all you have to think about.
I really do think that the majority of the best characters in the game at the current moment do have that game plan. Like, it's just literally as simple as hit them, because I think that those characters tend to make the game that they're playing way easier. Whether it's like whether it's Izumi, whether it's Ogre, whether it's, you know, any one of these like Landrakia, any of these one like Oki specific characters, it makes your life a little bit easier. But on the other hand, we do have characters like Merkava, have characters like Linne, like Hyde, who control the neutral space so well that hitting them does become hard. That being said, Premium Strokes, aka Silent, aka Jacking Off, aka something else that I forgot, does get the first hit, and this is definitely not where you want to be if you're a Merkava player.
Oh yeah, I mean, being on defense without 100-meter anyway is rough, but let alone when you're down to the point where this is guaranteed death without needing to spend any meter. So now Silent gets to be greedy and start the next round off. Actually could have, but the routing did not allow for it this time. So just starting with only 100 meters, you know.
Yeah, it's gotta be real. Feeling like you kill with 100 feels like you're still getting a kind of a deal out of the situation, right? If you don't have to spend the 200, so it's still looking pretty good. A lot of great shielding. That is one thing I will say that comes from his Phonon play. Phonon kind of a grid feeder, so he's really good at understanding when he gets shields and kind of playing around that grid game. Because of the previous character, he had to be good at that, and he's taken that skill obviously to Ogre, as he's already seen mostly in control of the grid cycles.
Yeah, just farm just so much grid, you get Celestial, and I mean, it didn't really matter in the end. There's already so much meter that Silent had. Ogre does all the damage anyway with just a Vorpal. Like, oh my god, 5.4k and the kill with the throw.
I love the 300% combo outside of CVO. God bless, man. That's what you're afforded when you get Celestial, and that's why you gotta keep it away from your opponent at all costs. Premium Strokes will take the first one here, and once again finds the right moment for the right time, finds the lunge in the right moment. But I don't worry about that cycle. That's definitely the most important part. Gets run on the mix with the low, and this is definitely a big situation for Vile.
Chain shift right on the explosion, gets all the time in the world to think of how you're opening Vile up, and this is another round added. Looking on the cusp of just the quickest 2-0 of the night.
Yeah, I mean, everything's working out. Finding the hits, turning the Oki over really well, getting the meter to back their mix-ups up, and when they're not working, Vile's not finding the opportunity to find the hit, as he shows off how wonderful the 5B button is on this character. Let's see if Vile can find an opportunity to turn things around. Does have cycle, but wasn't able to leverage it in any sort of way. Premium Strokes does find a wonderful hit and throws them back into their home.
All right, we reversal out his Vile, very much needed.
Yeah, definitely opportunity here. Cycle. Ooh, tried to get aggressive and steal the cycle with an assault, but not quite enough to take it away from Premium Strokes here. Does find the hit afterwards. A nice 4B. Will start off really good sequence.
Well, unfortunately gets opened up immediately, and that is the set. Premium Strokes moving up 2-0 over into that winner's semifinal position, our first top 8 contender.
Yeah, kind of a tough one where you in the last round, you find the hit and it looks like it's starting to feel like you're getting a bit of the momentum, but unfortunately it gets closed out before you get the opportunity. So good stuff nonetheless. Moving on into the top 8 spot. We'll see who meets them in a second.
We got another Phonon here, SoleilTheHarpy, and then Jack. Oh, are we continuing with the Merkava nonsense, Jack? Is that the flavor of Jack's night? It's just Merc.
That's fine. Yeah, it's like I said, it's all the Wald players. Oh, all right, I heard you. You just like, all right. I'll pull it. All the Wald players play Merkava. All the Merkava players play Waldstein. It's just all this.
Tomato.
Yeah, literally. I don't know if there's ever been in fighting games like outside of like, let's say, just playing Mishimas or just playing Shotos or something like that, where there's been like a character and an alt that have been so synonymous with one another.
I mean, there's the Dragon Knights in Grand Blue. You play them one, you play them all, basically.
Oh, okay. Then you'd have to tell me about that because I don't know enough about Grand Blue. I totally believe it though. I guess Gordeau to Ogre pipeline also very big.
Also, shock number of Nanase is picked up as Zoomin.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. A few of them at least. Yeah, for sure. Maybe I'm only biased to the Waldstein Gordeau one, or sorry, Waldstein Merkava one because they've been in the game for longer, so might just seen more of it. Oh, gets knocked on the noggin with that one, and we put themselves in a good position. However, in meter penalties, they're gonna have to hold the rest of this. Goes for the command grab knockdown.
Yeah, but what is a meter penalty between friends when, you know, the opponent's life bar goes down?
It's true. That's the only part that matters, but all of that health on the side of Jacko, gonna need one more afterwards. Does have the resources behind it. One throw will help. Oi! Gonna be able to save all that meter going into the next rounds.
It was an overhead that time. The low shield not cutting it for today. And oh, we're in so well. Gonna get just VO'd right away. Jacko wanted no more of that pressure.
Nice. Gonna cash out the rest of the VO that they used for a reversal, getting the extra value out of it. A quick 5K on the Phonon. Once again gets hit by the overhead. Always a worry when they have CS. Obviously makes it safer to go for that 50-50.
And there it is, just a good old single command grab. No funny, we're spinning the circles today.
Didn't need to. Extra damage was not going to be important. Just save your hands for a little bit longer, but it feels like the first time we've played some neutral here. Neither player getting that hit. I just mean, like, you know, it's like it's always led into these moments where it's like we're just playing, jockeying around for position. All of a sudden somebody gets hit, and then the Yoki has been vicious, but doesn't quite catch the roll. Does get the command grab afterwards.
Getting back in with a little bit of a rock smash, and the DP goes blocked. Ugh.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there. Finally locked the overhead correctly. Jack used meter to keep it safe, keep the pressure going. One more opportunity, gonna use the second one. Walk under as well, taking the corner, which should be an opportunity to start making a comeback here.
All the throw gets a whiff, and Jacko gonna take a small little punishment, but Soleil has to be so careful at all points not to get reversaled on. And wasn't the reversal I thought was gonna happen, but Wald players will decide what they want to do at the moment's notice.
Yeah, just kind of a tough situation after they dropped the combo. They basically just didn't have much to work with there. No resources to stop Jack from sending it. So you had to either keep it tight or respect the fact that he had the opportunity to throw out a really fast special, cancel it into a super plus frames just in case. But Jack takes the first one and starts off the second one pretty well. No tech on the gold throw. It's not good.
Yeah, just letting Jack get away with straight murder. Not anymore though. Wake up pressing, taking a book out of Jack's own hand. What?
Boy, gets the snipe. 200 meter on the side of Jack though. If he can find an opportunity to even get any sort of special out, do the same thing as he did before. Soleil doing better to keep it tight though. That's been good.
Definitely want to keep it as tight as possible, but it's all for naught as now Jack looking at set point here and now.
Nice. Finds that 3C snipe. Try to convince them that they can't do gamma wave at full screen. It's a good option. Anti-airs as well. Gonna cancel into the install for the extra damage. Very well done there, and definitely a start of a good round. VO unfortunately just strips them.
Does block the pillar, but so far away, doesn't even attempt to make any punishment. Knows it wasn't guaranteed. And right now, almost, I was about to say full life and you get rock thrown.
Oh man, I don't remember the last time I saw that. That's hilarious. Gamma wave, CS, just projectile, Oki, trying to get that last hit on the opponent here. So we're just sitting full screen. Either player trying to make too much of a move. Jack tried to find some sort of approach there and sniped really well. Gonna be able to close this out? No, not quite. Didn't build enough meter through that CS, but we'll take it into the next round.
Yeah, was able to stall in the air just long enough too that you're able to make that wake up throw Jack wanted just completely whiff. And your next approach is gonna get VO'd off. It's fine.
Saw the option to roll from the mix-up on the high-low, so definitely considering that as well. We'll see if that comes into play.
Reaching edge out of the corner. That's kind of nice. He whiffs as a result of Jack just deciding to tactically get hit.
They're just really just looking for that defensive option. There's a good patience, waiting for their opponent to sort of overextend there or give them that room. Oh, tried to catch the roll, saw it with the CS, but unfortunately didn't do it in the right timing. Nice. Great read and the side switch as well. Think they're going to be able to close it out. CVO. Yeah, and not even going to need the IW at the end. Great stuff, and what a turnaround. Takes it or ties it 1-1.
Yeah. Man, amazing reversal. You sit back to the wall. You're looking at you make any big mistake and you're going down the losers. We get it tied back up. I thought for a second we went back to the room with a little bit of the pause in the load screen, but it was just taking a bit, giving us a suspenseful start as the grid break off the command grab comes out.
Yeah, good mash out, but wasn't able to turn it into any sort of pressure that gave him space. Still in the corner here versus Jack. Yeah, nice block on the overhead. Doubles up on it that time because they have the meter behind it because of that CS. Gonna feel very comfortable going for that a second time as we're gonna get Jack to set point.
Very strong Texas twofer right there. Rolls away in neutral, wants no part of Jacko's pressure. For this exact reason, another grid break, and we're going wall to wall.
God press, take the position, doesn't get the full combo on that one. Gonna keep it simple before A's and just running the overhead until it stops working.
Hard thrust away, but it's leading to nothing but the sets. And Jack finishing off with a perfect to move into top 8.
Yeah, unfortunate that the guard thrust didn't work out, but did have their moments, looked pretty good, and had a lot of really good reads. I was really impressed by the empty assault throw read that they did there towards the end of game 2. That was most certainly clutch to extend the set a little bit longer. So good stuff.
And Soleil has some more time down in the loser's side where you're gonna be awaiting the winner. Gonna be waiting a little bit of a while. Got the winner of Sandwich and LuFL to fight. And that set is just starting.
Okay, so this one should be Mr.B versus Nikki?
Yeah. As soon as Soleil gets out of the room, of course, you see Nicky just moving across the spectator slots.
Mr.B, before I unfortunately had to bow out of grid break for personal reasons, Mr.B was on my team. And I really loved hearing how he approached the game. That was like one of the benefits I got for the little time I had there. Hearing Mr.B talk quite a bit about how he approaches the sort of the mindset that he approaches to the game, and that was really cool. Like, as somebody who got to see who gets to be on these and watch him play quite a bit, because Mr.B shows up to the Moss and Blue Beats quite a bit, like hearing his sort of thought process behind the game was like kind of seeing how it's made, right? Like that part was really cool.
Oh, that's sick. Being able to, especially being able to talk with some of these players, because a lot of times, you know, you don't get the greatest chance. You have your time that it's open, and all of a sudden they're playing in a turn. Like, I don't want to mess up your flow.
Yeah, definitely. With like anytime that I'm watching events and watching people play, inevitably, because that's fighting games, you get to a question that you're curious about. You can only know if you understand the mindset, the brain space that the player brings. So yeah, definitely a privilege of being in a niche community such as this one. I'm not even saying Uni, I'm saying like fighting games in general. So that where you tend to be friends, and it's tends to be easy to get that sort of thing done. But get into this one, Mr.B trying to find the way in versus Nicky, who's starting off strong with an early 50% lead and a nice counter on the tackle.
That was quite beautiful, and now your reward is massive for it. But it's opened up. Mr.B sticking those legs down low where you're not blocking.
Oh, didn't really have anything to do with that. Didn't get the dash throw that they wanted out of that. Mr.B fortunately giving up their opportunity for some offense there. Trade, Nicky will take that one, but not that one. The dive into the 2-2C. That should be a good start. No! Drops the combo. That was everything that Mr.B wanted, except for that last part. So Nicky will take advantage, takes the first round.
Continuing on, Mr.B now down almost 50% to start things off. Nicky is looking a little unstoppable right now.
Yeah, definitely part of Mr.B, I think what I really liked about his play is that he totally understands that, like, these characters, like especially this one, is so good at getting in and staying in. He's almost never worried about what the life deficit is, because he finds that hit and it doesn't matter too much. Especially special starter, also has cycle. My god, the damage.
Yeah, I mean, there was absolutely a realm in which Mr.B decides, I'm gonna spend the 200 and I'm just going to win the round right now, but opted to instead be a little bit greedy.
Better than me, man. A lot of the times when I get a good starter, I just spend it all because I think the big number is fun.
the big number makes your brain happy.
Yeah, it really does, man. It's like, oh, you know, you get the end of it and you're like, what if I added a little bit more? Oh, add a little bit more to this Oki sequence. Gonna get the run up throw. Nicky, see what they can do, holding on to this cycle, kind of lording it over Mr.B, who's gonna have to do his best to do a couple of good shields and kind of wrestle it away. And those have been done. Mr.B now in control, and Nicky feeling like they can't contest and just CS's, gets what they can out of that meter.
Yeah. This is the one thing though, Yuzu can be very hard to block, but someone who is very competent at being able to block and understand her pressure stream and just make her bleed grid with the best of them. And right now Mr.B has been showing that more defensive attitude. Like, it doesn't matter how long that I need to hold my block streak, I will find my way in eventually.
Yeah, Nicky, because of the veil off, stripped Mr.B from their own cycle and had the increased grid gain from the VO, was able to take it back, but didn't really find a good time to not only use the VO meter, but the CS either didn't really get a lot of benefit out of it. So Mr. B able to hold it down and take the first game.
A little bit more of this dominating type of mentality of just, you know, it doesn't matter. I'll get hit a couple times. I'll win the cycle. I'll get my 1-2 big hits in. Whereas Nicky just needs to figure out how to keep Mr.B locked down and then get opened up at the same time.
Yeah. Nicky's definitely doing really, really well. It's just kind of these closeout moments in Mr.B. When they find their moments, they're definitely taking a lot out of it. Thinking Mr.B, they're looking for a defensive option, but gonna keep it rolling with the meter. Oh, gets clipped, no confirm.
Oh, red combo. We were not hacking.
Yeah, early on, you don't have the buttons down yet because you're still kind of pressing and stuff like that. You get some red beats early on in the combos sometimes. 2-2C, gonna be able to tack on the buffs and gonna be able to use it to close it out. One more for Mr.B.
And starting the potential final round off pretty hot.
Yeah. Didn't get super punished for either of those counters. Mr.B, though, making good reads that Nicky is looking for and going for the right option. Baits the veil off and gonna get some good damage off of this one. It was a full bar, though, so Nicky gonna have a lot more to work with here if you can find the opportunity to IWEX, and it gets blocked. Was looking to find the benefit of their resources, and Mr.B kept it in mind well enough. Closes it out 2-0.
Joins up will be fighting premium strokes as their first set of top 8. That is now all with the winners side of top 8. Absolutely decided it'll be premium strokes versus Mr.B, and then Boltstruck, who we haven't seen on stream yet tonight, versus Jacko.
Yeah, looks pretty good. Boltstruck 2-1 on the side versus Star. I'm sure that was a great set as it normally is. There's a couple of good ones down here too. We got Sandwich versus LuFL and Rakestraw versus Suzuka. These will be like pretty good matches that unfortunately we don't get to see, but such is an online bracket. We're still left with some pretty good stuff, as the next one we got coming up is Jack versus Boltstruck, who is showed the Merkava once again, and going back to the business for one of Boston Blue Beat's best.
Good old present of Nanase, as Center Blue would put in the chat.
You're the future. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. Every time we see Center, he looks a little bit better.
You know, while we're waiting for them to go ahead, make sure you're claiming some Matrino codes if you haven't yet. And seeing some really good sets tonight, and it's only gonna continue, so might as well take a few clicks out of your day, put a quarter in for these players.
Yep, really appreciate it, especially during the downtime. Got 80 of y'all, so should be able to get through the codes. I would really appreciate it. But it will be we'll have a couple more opportunities to go for this, so hopefully we can get it in at some point as we start our top 8. Loser side filling out in the meantime, so we should get through our top 8 matches before when we get a little bit farther into that. So hopefully we can get this started. But thank you guys for joining us. Good Wednesday for fighting games, in my opinion.
It's always a good Wednesday when it's Boston Blue Beat Wednesday.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Always a fan.
The only thing that can make it better is having a Whopper. So you're having a Boston Blue Beat Whopper Wednesday.
Whopper. I don't know how it goes, man.
I can't remember. For the sole reason, the only time I can't recite it is because you started it. Dang.
Oh god. All right, winner doesn't get a Whopper from me, but they will. No, most certainly. Winner gets to think about a Whopper that I have implanted into their head. So they're playing for that, I guess.
Look, Jack, if you can double perfect Boltstruck with Wald, I'll buy you a Whopper.
There you go. So next round now. If you get 2 perfects in general, if you get 8 perfect, you know what? If you win, I don't care. If you win,
lower the bar.
Kopi will buy you a Whopper.
Wait a second.
What we're agreeing to.
I didn't agree to lower the bar that much.
All right, 1 perfect. 1 perfect go for Bolt. That's I mean that's quite a big dub.
I mean, yeah, fair.
Don't worry, your Whopper is safe for another round. Boltstruck or Jack throwing Boltstruck into the corner. Red Mist, easy punish with the CDP. Back into the corner now once again.
Oh, the back throw instead. Are we playing Uni or Guilty Gear?
Nice, Vio's out. Not gonna get much out of it, unfortunately. Gets tagged by the fireball. So Bolt gonna carry corner to corner. Knocked down. Opportunity for Jack to close it out here. Finds the right hit. It could be the end of it. Bolt, however, nice patience. Waits for the cycle to turn into their favor before they do anything hasty. Makes it safer. And we'll tie up the round count.
Yeah, I mean, all Nanase players want one thing, and that is Herikar, emboldened by changes.
Oh, tornado and the side switch as well. Not much more you can ask for out of a hit there, especially going to be able to put Jack into the corner themselves. Finds the hit once again. So still going to save that meter. Has the resources. Jack will steal cycle away from Boltstruck though, but the meter's still behind Bolt. So this next situation, very deadly.
Oh, no. Whoa, I was expecting 2-2C to come out, but Boltstruck having other options.
Yeah, I imagine that Boltstruck was trying to blow something up with 214C, but nonetheless was able to keep Jack into the corner there. Is it just Sinner? Is it just that you're frame trapping with 214C? I thought maybe there'd be like a more specific option that we're looking for. Nonetheless, we start once again with the tornado. Gets the hits. Just such a big hitbox for Waldstein to get around. Very difficult to deal with, but Jack doing well. Still finding hits. We'll take this one. We'll see if we can get the side switch.
Big giant hitboxes. You can't mention those without anything Vault does.
Ooh. Very nice. Auto times to 2-2B, 2-2. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Understandable. Thank you.
Match the check on Boltstruck's approach and is able to find the round. Still in it. Jacko trying to tie this back up.
Yep. Gets empty command grab. Oh, it just gets the hit afterwards. Looking pretty good here. Cycle gonna go into Jack's favor as well. So, got eaten up by the no-tech. Good patience from Boltstruck. Jack tried to save themselves with the CS, but apparently wasn't enough. Tried to super to save their life. They knew they were in a bad spot, but Jack still finds the hit. One more touch necessary, but Bolt finds that throw back into the corner.
The just standing there menacingly as Oki.
I don't know, man. Like 5B meaty. It's good Oki still. Oh God. Yeah, I mean, finds a moment to bust out, has the meter behind it. Same thing as before. When the Waldstein has a meter behind it, always going to find an opportunity to kind of take that situation into their favor. So that will be Jack tying it up.
Jack is starting off nice and strong, but the tornado just absolutely cleaning out, putting Jack in the corner once more.
Yeah, gets opened up on the Oki. Jack once again. Oh, gets a throw. Didn't back throw, however, which is quite interesting considering they were in a very defensive position. Generally, you see that even on accident sometimes from players.
Counter hit. Oh, takes the entire distance of the screen. No big deal, and finds the round win set point. Once again, Boltstruck trying to finish it out.
I guess the throw before the fireball happens. Classic situation. Body slam from downtown, trying to find that hit. Keeps it safe with the meter, but without it connecting, Jack without meter doesn't feel very good. Oof.
No, why? The approach while 2-2C is just coming right back on you. Of course, the throw is gonna be there as 2-2C would have hit any strike. Boltstruck now. The world is your oyster. Grid break. Can't take literally any hit now. That's Jack.
Oh my God. All right, yeah. My bad. I didn't block the 6th overhead. That's my fault. Sorry.
Yeah. It is your fault. What? How dare you not block 6 overheads in a row? Ignore the fact that a low could come out after any one of those.
Great stuff. Honestly, the read beforehand on Jack where Bolt did jump assault empty throw, super good there. That was definitely the closeout, getting the grid break, and then more emboldened to go for mix-ups like that. So good stuff. As you see Bolt moving on through the bracket as we get into the other side of that winners semifinals to get Mr.B versus Premium Strokes, aka Silent. It gets him out of grid break really fast. That's true. Yeah, but I mean, who doesn't want to do like 9 overheads?
9 overheads. It seems a little low.
Once again, in this one, ooh, early tag from Mr.B. Already into the corner, exactly where you want to be. Oh my God. Oh, wait a minute. Everything is flipped upside down. The grid break. But the good, I was going to say the good defense on blocking, but Mr.B getting a little overzealous with the BDP. Get a huge punish from Premium Strokes.
Nice, gets the chain shift just to back off the approach, and Premium Strokes rightly thought twice about pressing any button there. Stops and taking defensive stance, but gets counter hit. Frame trap effective.
Yeah, see how they want to end this? Gonna save all of the meter here, going to that one. Yep. Easy punish for the DP character. Gonna respond very nicely and return the favor. I think they're gonna need, oh, surprised. I thought maybe they would see the CDP to close it out, but didn't feel like it was gonna be the end of it. Change the future, trying to close it out. Oh, once again, the red mist. One more opportunity, tries to find it, backs away from the throw. Wait a minute, Mr.B does turn the cycle into their favor. The fireball hits. CS is trying to stabilize the moment. Not sure what was going to happen, but was going to be running into the Ogre punches and takes the first one.
That's gotta be trash. You get the clutchest chain shift of your life just to run right into a fist, and Mr.B is gonna have to make something happen quick because another counter hit's coming out for Premium Strokes.
That was kind of footsies. What a 6C. That was crazy. bomb, gets hit by the bomb, but doesn't get comboed afterwards. And that should be the closeout. It's a really long-range 5A, and I imagine that Mr.B actually stuck a button into it, but nonetheless, the confirmation was there, and we take the first one. Definitely feels like the biggest part of this is that Silent is just finding the control over the horizontal neutral space a little bit better than Mr.B, and that's kind of what Wagner wants to do. All of the tools that she has that moves her forward very fast with effective hitboxes.
Tried to move forward really fast, like you said, but you gotta remember there's that sneaky little bomb that gets planted on you.
Got 2C, bomb planted once again, gonna get the BDP. Finally busting out of a bad situation. Delay CS, holding on to it for a second longer, seeing what the response is. And I think both players will oblige, especially with Silent being able to get the cycle. Uses a wake up this time, so even mixing up the timings that they're using this CS.
There's like a little standoff that happens when both players are concentrating. Who's gonna break first?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just like, depending on the cycle situation, you're like, this feels kind of silly, but sometimes you get stuck in it. I don't know, it happens to the best of us. Boy, nice. Sees the green flash. Nice, easy grid break for Mr.B. Finally, an opportunity to get started with something good.
Opportunity. Look at all this damage. Plenty of it. And you know what we do? We just mash on wake up because there's no fear of Wagner.
Felt like max range 2A too. Yeah, CS'd after the bomb, I believe, or something like that, because it kind of looked like it hit same frame. Oh, we're out.
Right up throw gets the 2A beer and another throw hits. Oh, Mr.B is just failing to find anything to keep premium strokes down.
Yeah. Looking for it. Does have another 100 meter behind it. Nice tech on the gold throw. The BDP, knowing they're gonna want to try to go for something that lets them get that 2-2C and reset plus frames. Great read from Premium Strokes. That was a top tier recognition of the situation, and we'll take it 2-0.
That was kind of almost just a masterclass, honestly.
He might be kind of good. He might be kind of good.
Might just be in some world.
But I believe that rounds out your winners finals. That'll be Mr. Premium Strokes. I was to say Mr. Jacking Off, Mr. Silent, Mr. Man of Many Names, but we will see him in winners finals versus Bolt. And we'll see who can meet them on the losers end. Let's refresh this and see how much farther we got this. Oh, Montoon over Nicky. Nicky was playing really well today, so that's a big dub, IMO.
All Montoon popping up and Sandwich. Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, Sandwich had to run the Phonon gauntlet, LuFL into Soleil. That's a rough life you had to live, but good on you.
Yeah. Start moving on, gets into the top 8 on the loser side. We'll be playing Sandwich. So our top 8 filling out while we get the winners done. So now we got Montoon versus Vile. So most likely gonna be a Mika versus Merkava, which I have heard that the Merkava players sometimes don't like because moving hitboxes are not necessarily things they enjoy, but also just generally the pressure that Mika can put on once you get on top is quite annoying for any character that doesn't necessarily have the easiest mash out options. So we'll see.
Yeah. How crazy do you think this round start's going to be?
I don't know, honestly. I imagine 5B is somewhat annoying as a round start for Mika. Yeah, I think we saw something along the lines of that, like something short, faster that could possibly beat out that 5B, but nonetheless, Vile's the one who gets started first and finds the first big hit.
Right now, just keeping Montoon locked in the corner. Change just not even going to do anything valuable. Though Vile going to be able to reset up the family and creepy edge out of the corner into the gold thrower gets tagged.
Yeah, back into the corner. Oh, no, never mind. Didn't get a back throw. Nonetheless, healthy life lead here, and with all of the control that Merkava can have in the neutral, not going to be too mad about throwing them towards mid-screen as we do take the first round.
A perfect nonetheless. Tries to advance and no, the trait the first time, the win the second. Vile is continuing the dominance.
Yeah, just needs to find that opportunity to find the hit, and that's definitely going to be there. Well, I mean, there was a reset in the middle of it, but, you know, all the same. Now it's time. Montoon, you're exactly where you need to be.
Wonder, it is turned on. You cannot defend forever.
Yeah. I imagine that this is just a nightmare. Like, cool, like, I kept you out the entire round and you got hit once, and now this little child is, like, doing 8-way mix on me. What is going on?
Yeah, and I'm in the corner, by the way.
Yeah, so you just want to stay on the offense and graciously put themselves in the corner. That time got away from the throw. Vile will take advantage, gonna get the children out as well, and has cycle behind all of this and doesn't care about any of that. Montoon busts out.
Okie what okie.
Yeah, let's try this again.
It didn't press anything this time, just was a creeping edge, although the follow-up gets mashed on, and there you go.
One more time.
Your punch.
This time, oh, nice cycling from Montoon, right? First time they showed the wake-up option, second time just a roll. And the third time we saw a block into a delayed wake-up that time, busting out. So loving the cycling from Montoon, but Vile staying strong during that whole sequence, was able at the end of it to pull it back. But I do like what I see so far. Was able to see a couple of really good DPs that helped out Montoon's case. Just needs to turn the Oki into something good.
Trade and Vile quicker to the draw on the wake up. A grid break to just throw insult to injury.
I think that was maybe a good read from Vile. Montoon is cycling through their options really well. Maybe thought that shield hasn't been shown just yet. Nonetheless, Montoon able to turn it around. This left corner has been where we've played most of the set so far, and we'll continue to play it a little bit longer with all of the Oki that's happening. Nice blocks. Montoon clears that grid break with the veil off and gets out of the corner.
As we make our way to the right side of the screen for the first time this set. I was half expecting that to be a back throw just to keep the meme going. We're sticking this on the left side of the screen.
Yeah, but the right side will be the one who closes out. Veil off did wonders for Vile, got him into the corner, got him a 2.5k throw, and is sitting on set point.
What defense, and unfortunately the mash, the wrong time, the counter hit.
Oh, I don't think that's the way that's how Vile wanted that to go. Nonetheless, still in it here. Trade, mashing out for dear life. What a snipe on the way out. Viola not gonna let him out without a little bit of attacks. Montoon does have the cycle, however. That is the main resource right now, as both are out of meter.
Montoon standing up, getting ready to do something criminal. Vile stopping it before anything could begin, and now will run up to back, throw the trade, and it's a combo for Montoon.
Very nice conversion. Wait a minute. Vile with all the resources on wake up though. Nice. No! The delay! That was so good. That was so good. Oh my god. But Vile, can you close it out now?
That's going to be the ultimate question. Get one good Oki situation. Just any good hit. A throw is nice, because now it threatens throw to kill. And the CS gets the 2A. We go into another round.
Yeah, trying to save the set here. Finds the big hit here, Vile. First one with 100-meter, drops a combo though, Montoon. Once again, taking advantage, and that's definitely hurt Vile quite a bit throughout the set.
Throwing up the hands. This is going to be leading back to the left side corner. The grid break. It's almost all over the tree.
Wait a minute. Oh my God, the veil off. The return the favor. Neither person with any meter left. The trade. Oh my God, what is happening? Oh God, and at the end of the day, a very simple and easy 5A is actually what closes it out for Vile. Takes it 2-0. And that will be them moving on. What a set, though.
Yeah, they got a little crazy at the end there. You know, after 2 wild interactions in a row, just ends off nice and calm and simple.
I love that neither of them were willing to let it go, man. They would like trade and just mash anyway. They're like, I'm not letting go of these plus frames without a fight. That was really wonderful. But really fun set to watch. I really, dude, that second to last round, whatever it was, man. The Montoon does really well. He does a bunch of 4As trying to bait out the CS and then waits a second longer looking for that CS bait, seeing if he's mashing D during block stun, and then delay CS from Vile, recognizing that he was baiting the CS and then getting it and seeing the red mist. Like that's why I popped. I thought that was such a good recognition of the situation.
Yeah, there's so many amazing recognitions all throughout the set. I don't know if I could ever sum it up as good as you did. Although, one thing we can sum up is just how good Boston Blue Beat weeklies are. You know, this is not just a once in a, you know, mild thing. This goes every week. Not only do we got unis every Wednesday, but there's Plus R every Tuesday. There's BBCF every Monday. Same time, same place. All with the same overhead link. Exclamation point bracket will take you there. It'll always be BBBO. And you can get yourself some really good games in. The only time there's going to be a break in the next upcoming weeks is on the 13th of July, because that's the weekend of Boston Blue Beat. Each episode.
Yeah, each episode once again happening. It looked like such a wonderful event, and they're running it back once again in Waltham, Massachusetts. If you're going to be in the area, check it out. Not only the games that you saw on your screen before, but other games as well. So looking forward to as a spectator, really looking forward to that one. So you see the games list on your screen here. So that's the 18th, 19th of July. Is still opportunity to sign up, including for side games and commentary, what's up, stuff like that. So check it out at StarGG/SideBeach.
Yeah, and if you have a side game you want to be running that you know you're gonna get there, applications close June 6th at midnight. We got a little bit over a week to go. And you know, I commentated last year. It's an amazing time. Y'all should go do it if you can.
Oh, once I am not a broke bitch, I will be making it out there. Trust. It's one of the tournaments I've been wanting to go to because it looked like so much fun last time. But yeah, check it out, man. Bunch of games there, so have a good time.
And then finally for y'all, Blood, one of the members of our community, finally has a court date. It is December 13th of 2028 though. And that is a pretty big problem. So the lawyer for Ludwig, thankfully, is able to been getting really good legal defense, trying to move that court date up. And but he still does need to check in with ICE every so often until 2 years. But there is something, not only if you have the extra funds, being able to donate to help Ludwig get the top tier defense to stay within our community, but also if you're able to just, email, call, whatever way you have to contact local politicians, even if you don't live anywhere close to Ludovic, you can have your local politicians even start to help put pressure on and put in some good words to try and help out such a wonderful person in our community, even if it's just to restore Ludovic's work authorization. That would be huge, let alone anything that goes above and beyond would be amazing and greatly appreciated.
Yeah, I've known Lud for quite some time, so this was a heartbreaker, but from the bad is the wonderful support that I got to see over a community member that's beloved by multiple game communities. So appreciate you guys supporting Lud through this, but hopefully not too much more strife for the man, because he's a wonderful guy. So thank you guys, and we move on as we get into our next set. We got Star versus Sandwich.
Oh, they're matching. That's cute.
Oh, they are matching. That's hilarious.
So it looks like we got two Nanases in top 8 for tonight. See how the first of them are gonna be bringing up, but you got Star's Gord, and this is gonna be a pretty big wall to overcome.
Yeah, I would say so, especially how versed Star is in the matchup. So definitely gonna have to show something new while also having some pretty good defense. As we can see Star once again. I've been noticing, at least today, starting off with an early ASIM in his matchup. So see if that continues. Ooh, that is a green that you don't want to see if you're Sandwich. Nice and easy flash for Star to grab, and takes a grid break.
I mean, there's a lot of value to representing the meterless versions of a sim early, because that means either your opponent's gonna have to start representing answers to a sim early, and you can start capitalizing off that with meaties, or you get to recognize a flaw and then start mixing in some of those CS sims for some huge cash out potential.
Yeah, totally. I'm definitely for it. It's a very stylistic choice. I honestly could probably go back and watch like another Boston Blue Beat or watch a tournament that Star's played it and see that he's done a bunch of ASIMs around for early in the set. It's just like maybe one of those things where I just noticed today. Good throw tech though from Sandwich. Gonna get him some space behind him. Get out of the corner. And good start. Staying with the patience here. Gets hit by a slight delay. 5A. Wasn't able to get the combo though. Sandwich, that was your opportunity. Unfortunate, but nice shield. Gets a throw. It got jumped. Star tried to meet it with a jump C, but Sandwich still threw the whiff. Recognition to shield it on the way down and gets the punish. That was very good from them.
Sometimes it doesn't matter if you miss one confirm, if you're just gonna get more and more on the other side. And that would have been an amazing Oki situation for most characters other than Gordeau.
Oh, yeah, tried to throw a bait with the fireball. Gets the throw before the fireball this time. The classic Nanase mix. Sandwich is able to pull it back. Very well done.
We love our do the same situation again mix.
Nice shield into a punish. That jump A just a little high. So wasn't able to get it in the way that they wanted. Ooh, this, yeah, just outside. Gonna put the opponent into proximity block. Not being able to respond with too much there. Movement will be quite difficult. Sandwich looking really good though. Nice, good recognition. Busts out with the Sea Reaper. Gets out, trying to chase it down. But somehow this man on the ground's faster than the car. Still able to get away with it. And that nonetheless though, Sandwich able to close it out after the C-Disc.
Back to the room?
Maybe just a second extra. Maybe a character switch. Who knows?
Are we gonna switch clothing? Are we no longer
Yeah.
going to be cute and matching? Is that what's going to happen?
You think it seems like color change is a possibility? No.
Yo, what? I'm here
Asking
for it.
ye shall receive, Kopi.
The Kaguya, let's go.
Ask and he shall receive. The Kaguya shows up. That was like, felt like a snap decision. You know, just like lost. All right, Kaguya's out.
So, well, this is a very unfortunate situation. Just slide on into your doom, but it's a good tech out. Now you get a little bit of nice room to play with, especially with the CS. The 3C follow-up, not going to be challenged at all.
Good patience from Sandwich there for all the possible tech situations. Is able to find the throw tech at the right time.
What is this juggling with the disc 4 times in a row?
Oh,
You 4B there?
I am. Seems I guess it makes sense. I guess Nanase's above you might consider floating up there. Nonetheless, able to find the hit. 200 meter behind all of this. Can't probably cycle twice. I mean, you need to hit the combo and not throw them out of the corner as a character with a throw combo in the corner, but that's fine.
Oh, that's nasty. Sandwich. And you get the kill off that too?
Yeah, I totally get it. You do 4 AD defensive throw, but definitely just need to be more cognizant of the situation when you throw, because you don't want to throw them out in the corner when you're a character that gets so much value out of your throw.
Absolutely. Yeah, because Kaguya needs to set up her grenades, and if you can't set them up consistently, you're gonna be falling because her defense not the greatest in the world. And unfortunately pressed on the disc and knows that was the fake setup. Get back thrown. There's the combo. Now we get to, you know, play around a little. No, doesn't get to fully set up, but we run up to 3B.
There we go. Attack on the super. Gets a combo. Very nice. Need to finish the combos. This might be a character that likes Oki.
You know, just maybe. I have a hunch. Yeah, grenades in neutral are a death sentence to an opponent who is ready. And Sandwich has shown an incredible willingness to send out any punishment.
Yeah, Sandwich played a lot of that really well. A lot of like little bits of patience that went a long way, including the situation from game 1 where Star was really looking for tech options from Sandwich, and Sandwich was not biting. And in that situation towards the end there, where just holding on to the 214C, the C Tornado, is in response to nearly everything that's going to be above Nanase. So a good closeout. And we move on as Jack shows the Merkava once again.
Are we kidding?
He's been.
Thank you, Jack.
I think it's just like he's been probably playing Merkava on net play or something, so it's the default. And then he just character switches once he gets back into it. That's probably the case. But Jack going with the try to tune, same thing with the vial, and we're gonna get a classic one between the two. We got a Waldstein versus Merkava, and see who will be moving on to be playing the other side of the bracket. So just trying to get into that loser semifinal spot.
Okay, lock it in. We are not gonna Merkava mirror, at least not to begin with. I don't trust that it's not a possibility.
I am curious. I don't think it will happen, but I will never underestimate a Uni's player desire to pick some weird shit. So we'll see.
True. Nothing but spitting.
Oh, Jack has been catching quite a bit of people with the overhead, and what's quite interesting is that he hasn't really shown it meterless, or I should say resourceless. It's always been backed with a CS, always been backed with meter. You know, that being said, you do get quite a bit of it in this game, so it's not like it happens very often, but definitely convincing people to block Hyde today.
And another scoop out of the air. Something Vile's been doing quite consistently.
Gets the children down as well. Nice. Gonna get the Oki to work out. Looks pretty good too. Meter penalty, unfortunately, going to keep them away from the other 100, and the reversal throw to the corner. That's exactly what Jack wants. Once again, getting the overhead. That's been paying the bills tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you how many overheads Jacko has gone for and worth, but it's been way too many.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I'm not going to say it's easy, but Jack's definitely just running the gauntlet and making it work out for him. So he finds another hit, gonna put him into the corner. Nice block in the overhead this time. Now we can start developing the mind games on that mix-up.
Got the counter hit. Vile is often trying to take a turn a little too quickly. The second time, though, works like a charm, as Vile is gonna be able to potentially just loop cycle.
Yeah, that cycle is going to be pretty important, especially now that we're in meter penalty, but we actually card thrusted out of that situation. Oh, unfortunately, Vile comes back in, does get the throw bait on the assault. Let's see, gonna need one more after this one to see how he's going to think about closing it out. Steer Ender, just goes for flight mix. Late cancel, doesn't bite. Very nice from Vile, good patience. Just backs up, goes back into full screen, goes back into the preferred range. Yeah, it gets hit right before the gamma wave comes out.
Fakes out with the overhead, just makes it whiff into a throw, and tries to reversal on Vile's end. That's only going to get you stuck in the corner even more.
Yeah, generally speaking, you're like kind of okay, you know, just taking the throw punish, but versus this character, obviously means a little bit more damage. However, Vile was able to get out of that situation, does get cycled to get behind him as well. He pushes Jack to the other side. Nice block on the overhead. Once again, that part's been better as we get on through the set.
Vile's trying to take things a little more slowly, knows that the life disparity is immense. One mistake can spell the end, and the overhead seals game one for Jack O.
Throws are broken. 4 frame option, man.
Are broken. Oh my.
Back throw closes it out for Jack. So good stuff, but Vile looked good there. Definitely could look a little bit better now that they've kind of caught on to the offensive approach from Jack here. A lot of overheads getting blocked in that second and third round.
The throw. Jacko in the corner. A second one. Do we go for the third time? Yes, we do.
Throw loops, not in this game too. Oh no.
You'll never be free from it.
No. Just blocking it out here, waits for their moment. Gonna super out and get the combo off of this one too. Cycle almost gonna turn over, see how it goes. Tried to roll for it, unfortunately frames off of stealing that cycle from Vile.
A grid break just to seal off any potential cycle winning and waking up. No fear from Jack. Oh, I'm gonna find a hit, but it's going to get the chain shift reversal, and that not the game just yet, but the chase down will be enough.
Yeah, I mean, that part's kind of tough if you're gonna see the way that Vile's kind of played it, where he's doing flight mix kind of a little bit farther out, kind of staying in that range where 2B kind of hits both sides. You just kind of press it after you see the roll. If they don't respect it, then, you know, easy punish.
Playing ultra full screen neutral, cosplaying as zoners just a bit, but it's ended off quickly. Vile trying to continue anything going is gonna be stuck.
Yeah, Yeah, see how he wants to end this is with all the meter, especially the cycle, gonna turn over. Turns it into a mix-up. Very, very nice. That should be able to close it out for Jack, not only getting the cycle behind this to get a little bit more meter. Yeah, I gotta use the super to make sure to close it out. Good routing, good understanding of the situation from Jack. Puts himself at set point. Oh, children down. Always been a pretty good situation. DP's out. Jack gets a side switch as well. Can't ask for much more from a defensive situation. Great. Looking for a Vile for just trying to find their way out of the corner once again. Has, oh, that kind of got out of that situation really well. Mashed out the 2-1-2-3-6-C. Gets out of a bad situation there and makes it a better one with the grid break.
Veil off to just really put a damper on Vile's day. And the counter hit from the attempt to rise with something. Vile's got to be incredibly careful or your elimination is going to be the answer.
He literally sent overhead frame one as he got CS. That was so funny. Literally, like, I want to know the amount of frames between him getting cycle and him sending overhead. That was that was really, really funny. Good stuff, man. That was a good set from the both of them, and good patience, I should say, from Jack at the end there, who waited for the CS before it happened. A lot of people tend to get over aggressive and give the opponent a button to shields because they want to guarantee cycle with a throw or something like that, but understands with that amount of grid blocks they didn't really have much to do, so waited for the moment, played with the resources first, and closed it out.
Always preying on your opponent's habits of, you know, they want this meter, whether it's grid, whether it's their actual meter. You can really make them sad. Go for it.
Yeah, good stuff, Jack. I do really appreciate like how simple Jack makes it. Just, you know, send overhead, man. Shit works. This shit's too fast for its own good, honestly.
True.
It's catches the best of us. But moving on, Mr.B sticking on the Wagner today. No Aurier. Maybe just working on the character, working on his secondary.
I would be down for some Aurier, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm quite a big fan of the Mr.B Aurier, but obviously don't mind him showing off the Wagner. Still a really strong player, still really strong on this character as well. So looking good here so far. It looks like we're gonna ask for sandwich for something, and makes a great read on the veil off. So not only gonna take the round, but also taking the meter from Sandwich. Mr.B first round up.
He's just absolutely continuing an unstoppable offense. It gets the over. Also wasn't able to continue anything, so we get to chain shift, get all that meter from that Celestial.
No tech. Yeah, once again, just runs the dash mix a second time around. Nice BDP out. Nice punish on the disc. Ooh, ADP no cancel. I wonder what happened there, but yeah, gonna IW to close it out. Understandable. Maybe ADP'd, and there's a possibility that you can probably go 100 for 100 there. You go for C dive, and CDP from Sandwich probably answers that.
Yeah, definitely a possibility.
Oh no. Yeah, 200 meter behind all of this. Oh.
insult to injury right there.
Nice throw tech. Recognize the slightly delayed increase on the jump C, so kind of tipped off that that was going to be a throw. Once again, nice throw tech, gets trucked through. I was gonna say, if Sandwich finds a moment, kind of lays back a little bit, waits for the cycle, there might be an opportunity to make a long comeback, but Mr.B not giving them the opportunity. Takes the first one.
All right, Sandwich gonna be taking a little bit of a second to pause and think.
Yeah, I do this literally like every time I play. I'm a pretty nervous player, so like I take the full timer, shake my hands out.
Absolutely respectable. You want to give yourself as much time as possible.
Yeah, it kind of balances myself out, right? Good rounds, good game, still take the time. Bad game, still take the time. But Sandwich, see what he found in that time. Mr.B does find the big hit, carries to the corner. Nice timing on the veil off. Much better timing there, responding to something rather than trying to make a full read on wake up. Oh my god, change the future. Wasn't able to get the combo, but the 2AD does find the hit. And I think gonna be able, no. Yeah, just short of that one. Just gonna 2-2C, get the buffs and make it nice and easy for them to close it out, and they certainly do so. Set point for Mr.B.
Oh my, nice, just patience for the DP. Mr.B just not wanting to deal with any side switch shenanigans.
Yeah, but Sandwich gonna find the hit here. Immediate throw tech. Slight delay veil off actually catches Mr.B on the way in. Oh, grid break though. Wait a minute. Sandwich out of resources. But does have the fact that the grid break gonna nearly guarantee them the cycle. Does get them the cycle here. Gonna build that 100 meter here. So yeah, we CVO. All right, don't mind that one bit.
There it is. Sandwich just absolutely staying in the fight. That's exactly what you need to keep doing. You gotta take your wins where you can get them.
ADP'd out of that last situation there, and Mr.B flexing the extra meter that they have over their opponent, who didn't have a response for that one. Oh, straight dive right on top of him. Once again, just the resource management or the resource lead that Mr.B had over Sandwich, leading to so much. Gonna turn it into buffs as well. Sandwich, although, finds the hit, switches it up. Oh, that was such a good wake up CS. We saw Center actually told us a second ago, right, that you end with the C tornado because it gives you that immediate ability to deal with no tech. And that time Sandwich actually whiffed a 5A beforehand. I think Mr.B recognized it and then waited the CS over that moment to see if they would do the double dash mix. Oh no! Wait a minute. Does have the meter behind this one. See Fireball in the air, keeping the plus frames inching closer and closer with the TK Fireballs, and finds the hit. Sandwich ties it up 1-1.
Man, Sandwich, good on you for sticking it in there so long.
Yeah, hard fought game 2 here. Gonna need a third one though. The jump 4FF. Opens up Sandwich though early on. Good damage, reversal throw. Maybe a back throw incident as you mentioned before. Oh, knocked on the noggin. Sandwich needed that hit for sure.
Rolls out of the corner. Beautifully done.
Big throw attack from Mr.B. Pretty much guarantees him the cycle, and the grid break will not help Sandwich's case.
I'm just gonna get right back in. You sent me across the screen, but not really. I'll spend 100-meter tax to get back in for free.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for the 100 for 100 for Sandwich. I do like the guard thrust. Cycle in their favor as well. Do have to worry about the VO on Wake Up. Just gets hit by the disc, and I don't know if he expected that. Nonetheless, after the CS, saw that they were in the air, the easiest 3C of the set so far. See if we can tie it up here. Mr. B needs this round as we get a veil off and didn't get punished, so we'll just take the extra damage and extra good gain. I guess worse things have happened.
Yeah, not the biggest deal in the world, surely.
Maybe now it is. You might want that meter back. Mr. B finds the hit towards the corner here and does have the resources behind him. Oh, what a resource shift there.
The run up, absolute no fear.
Empty low, nice block there from this from Sandwich. One more and just finds the last hit there. Mr. B does tie it up. We are in the final game, or final round, I should say.
This just successfully sticks in the air, waits out the entirety of the 100-meter, but it's not gonna matter too much. Sandwich will file a combo in the end.
Oof. Very big cycle win for Mr. B here until the grid break though. Sandwich, huge hit. Gonna get the meter behind this one as well. One touch possibility for the ender, but gonna tackle their way out of that corner. Oh, and knocked on the noggin once again. It'll be the kill for Sandwich. Takes it with the IW 2-1. And moves on through the bracket. Great set from the both of them. A back and forth and great adjustments. Was able to close it out.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Garmfield, the Mr. 214B eliminated by the other 214 character.
Garm God in the chat. Hope you're doing well, homie. But yeah, great set.
That makes our top four going to be one Ogre, two Nanase, and one hybrid Merkava Vault.
Yeah, it seems like it's being all walled for the rest of the day. Maybe just early round things, but yeah, a quite nice top four if I do say so myself. So we return to the winner's side for the one final time. We get Silent versus Boltstruck.
Here we go. We've got our Nanase. We've got our Ogre all popped up.
Yeah. Pretty curious for how this one's gonna go. I tend to think that Bolt has some pretty damn good defense. And at least from what we saw before, being able to Silent kind of just getting the game going on pretty much everybody. And that being said, obviously the game getting going is pretty good for Ogre, but Bolt tends to make it a little bit more difficult for his opponents. So we'll see if with a little bit more resistance, if Silent can keep it up.
That is the big question for both players, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these are two of the best players that we have in North America. Both players grinding it out. Obviously, as you said before, a lot of stuff on the horizon. Beach episode around the corner. Evo's around the corner. I know that Silent wants his big dub, right? Fishing for that big win that etches their name beyond just the fans at home.
winning Texas Showdown is not enough for Silent.
I mean, so Texas has got a really big uni scene. There are a lot of really good players down there, but I think it's like there's 2 or 3 tournaments I think that really, once you win it, I think we start having that question on like how good you are, right? Like it just kind of cements your legacy to some degree. Like Defi winning Evo. Defi wins Evo, I mean, means something else. And Silent's been so good for so long in this scene that I think he wants that. As many other people do, but absolutely Silent's looking for that, kind of etches his name in the history of Uni. But gonna get started here. Our winners finals, we got Premium Strokes, aka Silent versus Bolt. First 3 out of 5 for you tonight.
And Boltstruck, started off a little bit shaky, but quickly found footing, and now, unfortunately, as I'm praising Boltstruck, the red combo, and now have to put Previous Strokes back into the.
Yeah, Wake Up CS just tries to see the moment. Let's get the command grab on him. The trade, however, will clear. That will be a big benefit. CSDP just recognizes the moment after the pause. Plus frames. And Bolt's just done so well to check so many of these approaches from Silent here.
Silent put up a really good fight in the round. Boltstruck held firm, was able to keep it going, claim the round, and it's looking good to try and keep this momentum going, but a good punch in a reverse flip fade.
Yeah, good lariat in, good lunge in. Finds the right moment for that nice 4K combo. Once again, Bolt's just had a timing today. I don't know what it is that is preemptive buttons and preemptive moves has just been catching people on the way in.
Right now, Silent's looking pretty nice. Looking down the fact that your opponent might be getting the cycle, and yep, you don't get it, but you get to kill Boltstruck anyway. Just spend the IW. Don't even have to worry. That horrible cycle, I got one. Not any big.
Didn't have to spend all of it though, so we'll see if that matters. Going into this one, Bolt had to spend the 100 to get the combo. Misses the ender, however, gets thrown into the corner for the troubles. Bomb. Let's get the hit afterwards. Takes the plus frames and uses that. Gonna reapply, put him back into the corner. Little early on the fireball, I think, and recognized that with the CS.
2-2C, and yeah, Silent very content to just sit there and let what happened happen.
Delay 2A that time. Looking for a possible reversal option. Gets the overhead to work out for them. 200 meter behind it. Bolt gonna have the cycle on the way up though. Wake Up CS definitely a possibility. Just want to overextend here. Oh, very nice. Just responds so well to the backdash. And chases it down once again. Silent wasn't able to keep Bolt sitting still. Takes advantage of the freedom given. Takes the first game.
Fast into it. This is first to 3, so they got plenty more games. So this is not do or die for Silent by any means.
Definitely adjustments to be made here. With that little bit of aggression here, you see Bolt, yeah, looking for a throw tech to try to clear the bomb, but nice read from Silent. Steer ender. Bolt just gets hit once again. This is the type of round that Silent wanted, just everything working out for him. And just run up right into his loving arms. Let's get done this round over with. Oh, gets hit by the TK Fireball though. Nice confirm from Silent.
And we might have the second round go as quickly as the first did.
Very possible. Bomb though. Oh, got it to projectile invulnerability, or did he leave the bomb behind him? Very funny. Anyway, close out. Once again, the run up 3C. That's been something that we've seen a couple of times from Silent, just the run up 3C. Obviously, versus Nanase, character wants to jump back and float in the air, going to be a decent option, but caught Bolt a couple of times in that game too with that.
Now, with Silent having a game on the board, feels a lot more confident. Although Boltstruck starting to be able to claw some sense of control right back.
Yeah, definitely a possible for a back and forth, but with Bolt taking the first one, it's gonna definitely take a leap of adjustment from Silent in order to stop that from happening.
Oh my gosh, it's a run up throw. Decides, you know what? My neutral pokes aren't working as well as I like right now.
Yeah, Celestial on Wake Up though, so not only the defensive options that brings, but also the CS. Yeah, gonna see the red mist. Maybe hoping that the opponent didn't want to wake up CS and get maximum value out of the meter, because they already had that meter up and Celestial would have kind of bled over quite a bit, but nonetheless used it on Wake Up. Good recognition. Bolt gets the punish and the kill.
Boltstruck just, starts this round off really nicely. Gets the counter hit, the stoppage on Silent's approach. Really starting to get in tune with it.
Sends a dive, fireball behind it, so Silent just respecting the situation, but finds a hit afterwards, and Bolt, yeah, gets him to tech into the fire, into the disc once again, not respecting it on the way down. Takes a game 3 for the 2-1.
Now it is do or die for Silent. Has to make this game become favorable, and starting off nice, but a great match from Boltstruck. And the side switch routing as well. Just gonna keep Silent locked down in the corner for the time being.
Oh, just got hit by the tornado. Thought they had some room. Doesn't get the full combo though. The punish from Silent. Bolt's gonna want that one back, but that's the bomb applied. Finally, some game going. I feel like it didn't get anything done in that game 3.
This is not gonna lead into combo kill just yet, but the throw just devilishly delayed after the bomb explosion, so no gold throw allowed.
That's worth a tech that time from Silent. And that's been something that Bolt's been doing quite a bit. The 2-1-4A just kind of immediately responding in those close quarter situations with a special that moves forward.
What? Boltstruck tried to throw, and every punish available was there. Now, this is all looking like a Silent time.
Whoa.
And again,
Crazy backdash. Just trying to double up on this round count here. Trying to get into that game 5 sooner than later. And just, yeah, I mean, with the bomb covering you, get an early CVO, get that extra damage. It'll be the easiest closeout at this point. IW to take game 4.
all right, game 5 of our first 3 set. This is going the distance between these two players.
Yeah, but like I said, they've been going back and forth, right? So it needs a leap of decision making from Silent to take it over here. Bolt's the one who needs to make the adjustments, but Silent does find a hit here. Throw back into the corner. Looking good so far in this game 5.
Ooh, this sneaky little low. Boltstruck is looking on the back, but maybe Silent has turned the switch that just signals victory. Oh, dirty change shift.
Wait a minute. It's not over versus Nanase. It's another throw cycle behind it. Oh, got the overhead. Once again, a couple of really good hits. Bolt can get this cycle to turn over. Definitely looking pretty good here as a third throw working out. Oh my god. Ooh. Nice block. Oh my god. What is it? My turn. All right, cycle in your favor. Yeah, gonna CS. Oh my god, the backdash and get some punish. Not a full combo just yet though. Still shielding for their life. Didn't have the resources. Gonna get the fireball out. All of the defense was for something. Finally a moment to get the C fireball out. Takes some plus frames for the kill. Silent set point.
And right now, Boltstruck has heard your call, is trying to answer, does not want to get sent to losers just yet.
Oh, CS afterwards and still got thrown out of it. That feels really bad. Plus frames. Backdashes away. Create some space. Bolt with the cycle. Nice 6C. Gonna be not only good damage on this combo, but throw them bomb applied. Just packs up afterwards and finds a 2C still. They gonna be able to close it with CVO? No, doesn't bother with it. Scaling was very high. Veils off through the bomb explosion. Wait a minute. Very similar situation before, but this time Silent doesn't have resources. And we got Celestial. We're gonna immediately turn that into meter.
Yeah, I mean, having that 200 can nearly guarantee a good situation into a kill. Lets you have all the options in the world, but Celestial just gets traded. Now it's Silent turn. The VO faded, and that is Silent P to grand finals on the winner's side.
I think as soon as they got all of that meter, like even if it didn't turn into Celestial, it's kind of gonna spell disaster. Because just any sort of mixed CS gets the meter back, gonna be able to try to do that again. It was gonna put Bolt in a tough situation, so that was just good grid work from Silent. That was the reason they were able to close it out, and it looked really scary there towards the end, but still gonna be the person moving on into grand finals.
That means we might have the chance for a Nanase mirror, depending on how this final best of 3 goes between Sandwich and Jack O.
I'm gonna be honest, for Boston Blue Beat, it's more likely than you think.
True.
But definitely has an opportunity to stop it here. Let's see if we can get a unique top 3. Sandwich is looking pretty good so far. Looked good this week, but so has Jack. Has been quite a hill to climb for a lot of players. Yeah. One of those things that will make it a little bit difficult to approach in the way that Sandwich was trying to do there with the fireballs. Obviously the claws that Waldstein has, being able to delete projectiles.
That was a nice opener from Sandwich. Gonna be able to set up 2-2-C if you want. No, goes for a much more cheeky option. Jacko very content to just keep blocking everything and is rewarded for our risky DP.
Oh, blocks it out that time. Plus frames. Nice block, puts themselves in a corner though. Doesn't get the full combo, but sees the red mist. That's going to be an easy DP. before Sandwich uses the CS to kind of fix the situation they created themselves, but finds the hit afterwards. Gets the 100-meter, doesn't spend it just yet because it wasn't going to kill. Tried to chase down with the Sea Tornado, the jump back dive the body splash was able to get a hit, but not the closeout. Finds the hit afterwards. Cycle in Sandwich's favor, immediately turns it into meter, gets the grid break for the throw kill.
Okay, so Jacko, not content with the result of that last round, has started putting the pressure on the Sandwich. What a sword car coming out.
Doesn't have the resources behind it, but just sent it on the overhead. That one's gonna hit. So gonna run the game again. Uses the C Fireball for that better knockdown as well. CS, nice. Good recognition, just DPs out of that situation.
On out. He's gonna zoom on in, chain shift into the DP. Jacko, you thought there were minus frames?
Yeah, the delay CS is quite evil there after short car. Oh, yeah, green flash, easy punish. Need a little bit more, and yeah, just gonna do it with the gamma waves. Ties it up on the round count.
Jacko trying to make the best of every situation, gets a one good throw on in, looking for some more advantage, but just barely doesn't get the cycle.
Yeah, Sandwich gets cycle once again, just using it, fixing a lot of these weird situations being created by drops or scrambles or stuff like that. Just immediately tech CS and creating a moment of respite for them to understand the moment.
And the change shift is there for Jack-O to take the round and the game with it.
Yeah, I think they kind of recognized, they like did a dash, saw nothing, saw the shield, just good reaction with the 360 afterwards. Takes the first one. And Sandwich looking good, but both players kind of giving each other a little bit more than they should have. So cleanliness from either side could probably go quite a long way.
Jacko getting another grid break to kick off this round. It's looking a little unstoppable now. Jacko is maybe Juggernaut.
Yeah, early on, this is going to be so tough to deal with. Nice block on the overhead. Had the CS behind it, though. A little bit of delay. Catches our Sandwich trying to do something there as Jack once again gets a nice hit. Going to use the DP ender. Gets a nice knockdown off of this and goes for the mix. The command grab is actually what closes it out. A nice round from Jack, taking it to set point.
Double rot. Oh my god, we're just trying to throw at everything from Jacko's side. Finally find something that will stick.
Yeah, C-throw. Just backs up afterwards, has the control. Maybe he just wants to give him, I think he wants to give himself the time to react to 236X. And looks like a bunch of those jumps and falling jump C's is definitely what he was looking for. Finds the hit there. Jack with the resources, one more, veils off, not only strips him, but gets him out of the corner.
Oh, tries the God Press, but unfortunately Sandwich not in the vicinity to live another day.
Nice walk. Fireball that time, meeting him second. Gets the throw. Oh, the dive. Gonna be able, get him to tech into it. Yeah, CS just starts to see the situation. Sandwich gets the hit afterwards, though. You have that meter behind it. Does he spend it here? No, he holds on to it. DP on Wake Up. Got a super for the kill. And that should be it. Jack taking it 2-0 over Sandwich. Moving on to losers finals.
All right, I see Jack. Oh, keeping the fight on the front foot, actually. Keeping it off that back foot. And now, no Nanase mirror, but you are going through a Nanase gauntlet. What are you doing, Jacko? Get back in this room. There we go. Just had to pop back with the Merkava, I see.
Had to let him know. But yeah, looked really good. Took their chances when they got them. A couple of opportunities where they got a little bit of extra space, where they sent the DPs. That was quite a big deal, I think. Just being able to use something that quickly to answer Nanase's pressure, very, very good. And that will be Jack moving on to losers finals and earns our next first to 3 set.
All that pomp and circumstance, all it is to just go back to Vault. And it's looking like Jacko going to be continuing the prowess we saw against Sandwich.
Yeah, if you play in Boston Blue Beats bracket, you're gonna get a lot of experience versus Nanase, so that part definitely not gonna be the issue. But just trying to, oh no, overextending a little bit with that C command grab. But able to take it. Yeah, second one. Most of the control going to Jack, though. He's trying to see if Bolt can find their way in. They're staying patient, though.
It's another counter hit. Boltstruck. White. Strong. Just out of range.
Oh, a little bit unfortunate there, but Bolt will take advantage. Gonna be in a situation here. Does he spend? Yeah, it goes for the C tornado. Throws out of the corner. Little unfortunate. Still keeping the aggression, staying on top, I think. Yeah, once again, DP's out. Not gonna be able to side switch here, but goes for the steer under mid-screen. Tries to go for fireball key, and I think that was a little too early. It didn't even feel like Bolt actually blocked that one. Oh, no, not the trade that you want to see. What does he want to do with this, though? He has cycle. Super to throw him back into the corner. Fireball CS. Guard thrust. That was the latest guard thrust I've ever seen in my life. It just catches him with the dash up 3C. Catching him out of the air. Clutch button for Bolt. Doesn't want to go down early.
Ooh, tries to roll away to escape Boltstruck and no dice.
Oh, nice pickup. Yeah, get a God Press. Just kind of take the corner here. Also waste some time too. So cycle turned over for Jack once again. Oh my God, tornado out. Finds the hit. That was huge. Boltstruck gonna try to make this combo last for as long. Well, actually, as IW, so he's gonna be able to just close it out altogether and takes the first one.
Right. This is first to 3 for the rest of the night, so we're gonna be in it for a nice long haul.
Yeah, definitely could be a long one, especially with these two. They're adjusting back and forth quite early in the set. Bolt, however, with the early advantage, and that can mean something. Trade in neither's favor, maybe for Jack's favor, as they are the one with the corner positioning and gets the cycle. Not the full combo though, and try to fix it with the body slam CS. I think overextended a little bit, and Bolt will take advantage.
Ooh, another grab out of defense. Jack has been amazing with it.
Very surprised we saw that CS from Jack and he didn't do anything on Wake Up. I expected like maybe a CDP, but still. Big turning point for the set here. Well, obviously doubling his lead could mean quite a lot versus Jack. Nice, blocks out the OP situation quite well. Catches him, trying to reach. Fireball will start off the combo here, so not going to be too bad on the damage. DP's out once again. Side switch, very nice combo from Jack. I remember when he was a little bit not as consistent with that combo working into it, but now he feels like he's hit it every single time on stream. Yeah, and the closeout as well. That was very clutch. The positioning definitely helping Jack stay in it, but still needs that round 2 in order to type the game count.
Right, and yeah, Jack having to struggle a little bit. Gonna veil off, take a nuclear option. Turns out not gonna be punished. In fact, is actually gonna get rewarded just a little bit. Not able to use any of that veil off timer to get any extra special moves.
Yeah, but meets him on the way in. Nice 2B. Oh, once again, Bolt just not respecting the immediate button timing from Jack here. And that will be it. Was able to take that round very big on just keeping it simple. 2B. I'm not even sure if it was meaty, but it was definitely used as an Oki tool just to kind of keep him staying put. But I feel like Bolt trying to scramble out got hit multiple times.
Jack able to get a nice counter hit, and unfortunately to get the run up on by Boltstruck.
Not gonna get too much off of that jump back C, but finds the hit afterwards. Definitely matters. A bit of a scramble. BDPs trying to find some sort of stability of this weird situation. Jack does have the meter behind it, and you're seeing the difference. Why Bolt's been playing against Jack a little bit longer than the rest. These defensive situations have been really good for him, making reads on those overheads.
Patience there from Jack, gets rewarded by a throw tag.
Goes right back in. Doesn't get the full combo once again, and the fireball, I think maybe that Jack wanted to clear it with the DP and they just didn't interact with one another, and that will be Bolt is the one who takes the round.
Throw. Jack Oates has these really good starts. It looks like this might be a time let's continue, but Boltstruck able to get a little bit of advantage out. Starting to continue it.
Yeah, I mean, really needed to continue that combo after the jump C. giving Bolt an opportunity with a character this good at running the mix game. Definitely not what you want. Jack is gonna have to fight out from this situation once again. Gonna possibly get one more with the Waldstein health. I don't think the IW clears here. And we're gonna clear with our own IW. Gonna hit that raw.
It is enough. Woo.
Big break point here for the both of them. Taking the lead obviously means quite a bit. Oh, didn't get the combo after the 2C.
Oh, but it is able to get that double circle throw in the middle of Boltstruck's pressure. Tries to go for a little sneaky air to air, but on the ground stays Boltstruck.
Yeah, got hit on the way down after a jump back B, looking for something. Gets the hit once again though. Cycle gonna go into Boltstruck's favor, and with the meter behind it, looks really good. So Jack wants to veil off, strip that CS away from them. Plus frames, gets the dash throw. This is looking good. Jack's in the position that he wants to be, especially after the grid break. This is looking nice. Gonna get the cycle. CS immediately finds the hit afterwards. Does have the 100 behind this, and Jack, real clutch there. The grid break basically sealing the deal. And then a great closeout with the resources.
Quite beautiful indeed.
Definitely not over just yet. The early lead, or sorry, early. The lead for our Jack definitely matters quite a bit, but Bolt been here before. See if we can get it. Once again, that 2C is a response, this time getting a combo off of it. Oh, a little bit too far. Doesn't happen often for Nanase, but it did right there. Ooh, tried to run up and get aggressive with the fireball threat behind him, but a jump back C from Jack hits him on the way in. Not going to give him the opportunity to even get that mix going. A great round to put him at set point.
Oh my, trying to be a little bit violent. Amazing DP there. Boltstruck calling out Jack, wanting to end off the set a little quickly.
Yeah, definitely a long road ahead to keep this set going. Just this game alone is going to be quite tough. 200 meter behind it though, and gets the overhead to work. The CS was behind it, so going to turn that into meter after the hit. So it looks pretty good to close this out if they can find the opportunity. Just gets hit on the frame trap there. Closeout going to be able to let Bolt take the 200 meter into the next round here. Delaying the lows here, just trying to catch Bolt pressing something. Yeah, it sees the dive or the body slam from way high up in the sky. It was an easy CDP.
Nice, gets the DP or fell off right off of, and there's the DP. Boltstruck really letting him fly.
It's unfortunate for the veil off is that it was literally right before the cycle turned over. So he veiled off and he gave cycle still to Bolt. Which, like, cool if the veil off hits, but like there's kind of like a double value situation that you want to put yourself in, where if you wait like a second longer, maybe you don't get the chance to veil off, but you get to strip them away from strip them out of from cycle, and that could have been beneficial. But Bolt, all things said and done, makes it 2-2. We got one more to see who gets into grand finals.
Counter hit, Boltstruck being a little too antsy potentially, and sees that sword card thanks to that change shift, and you've got a lot of guessing to do, and we're going to another potential set point here, and now Jacko having 200 meter to start it off.
Yeah, gets the first big hit as well. Trying to find that entry with the sword card doesn't work out for Bolt. Gets put into the corner here. Once again, command grab. Early damage here. Nice block on the overhead. That's been tough. Gonna veil off that time. Like I said, what you want to do is strip their CS while also getting you out of a bad situation. Oh, catches him. Gonna be a big hit here.
Massive hit.
The damage here, 4.2 into a possible round end situation. Gets away from the command grab. Nice big throw tech here. Gets the cycle. CS responds very well. Doesn't get the full combo, but gets the tornado to hit afterwards. Convert this one. Gonna get the meter behind it as well for the next situation. Steer ender for this one though. Oh, got thrown right before the active frames. CS gonna turn that into meter as well, trying to catch the jump back, but gets unblockable with the BDP and the closeout with the low. Boltstruck stays alive one more round.
Oh. And although, oh, that's a huge whip, but unpunishable, thankfully for Jack. Oh, wakes up, gets the punish. These combo drops, they're gonna be crucial to avoid.
Yeah, I mean, that might be the big turning point there. It's a way to sword card out though. That's definitely big. Well, switching up the positions. Throw. Gonna get that. Oh no, cycle still goes into Jack's favor. Uses it immediately on the wake up and doesn't see anything out of it. Bolt disarming him really well there.
Reversal whiffs, and now we're just gonna veil off, get a little concentration, but no effect though. Throw whiff, force on the chain shift. But Jacko wasn't pressing anyway.
He did have the veil off and the increased grid gain, but that was a clutch shield from Bolt to even out the grid. Throw tag Celestial, CS. Gonna turn all of that into meter, just has to hold out for a second longer. And now he has the resources over his opponent. Gonna Gamma Wave, nice side switch as well. Oh, doesn't get the full combo, but Cycle's gonna turn over. All that's in their favor. Yeah, just use that as a meaty. Double overhead, nice block. Oh, the run up 3C, hits on the frame trap. Oh, does have the meter behind this one though. Oh,
Cycle. There's meter. You can definitely kill here, right? With CVO, IWEX? No CVO needed. Just straight into the IWEX.
And gonna be able to close it out with the IWEX. No, I lie. No, I did not lie. I was like, am I crazy? Maybe wall damage, but God. Or walled health, I should say. Still, nonetheless, the clutch through the scramble, Bolt was able to take it 3-2. Great set from the both of them. And Bolt is going to be the one who gets their run back and not trying to give any respite to our winner here of our losers finals. But nonetheless, they're going to get it because we're going to have one more opportunity to talk to y'all. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this week's Boston Blue Bee. We run these pretty much every week. We are back to our weekly events, but if UNI2 is not your thing, I still thank you for joining us with other games that happen each and every week, including a BBCF and ACR. So if that's kind of your bag, still on the same channel though, you can check it out each and every week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for those games.
And this is all leading up into Boston Blue Bee Beach episode. Of course, your onlines will take a break for this week since all the staff will be working very hard on this event in beautiful Waltham, Massachusetts, July 18th and 19th. 2 days full of fighting game fun. Not only are your Boston Luby online usuals there, but you've got the big ol' juggernaut, so Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Strive, and Grand Blue there to pull up, and some favorites as well, like M-Back, Sailor Moon, mystery games, bunch of side games as well. You know, last year, Idol Showdown had a really fun showing, but you got all these games, and if you see one that maybe, you know what, I know how to run side games, it's not that hard. You have until June 6th at midnight, little over a week, get your applications in. Same if you want to be helping out the entire beach episode, whether or not that's being a volunteer, whether that's being a commentator, whatever you want, all those are still open. Check out that StarGG beach in the chat, and then have yourself a great time this summer.
Yeah. One more thing before we go. Lud still working on his issues with ice, and we've been so thankful that the community has responded to his troubles really well. But if you want to add a little bit to his legal defense, please check out the GoFundMe. He does have a court date for 2028, which is absurd. And during that time, he's going to have to check in with ICE the entire time, which is also stupid. So help him out if you can. Hopefully with the extra bit of funds, Lud's lawyer can help him move that court date up a little bit and try to get this cleared as soon as possible. So, but it's a lot of tough work, and if you have the opportunity and have the means, maybe check out what your politician considers of the situation in general, and let him know what you think of it. Personally, I think this shit sucks, so please help out Lud if you can, and fuck ICE for say it one more, or say it once before we can close it out. We get into our grand finals.
I wanted to say it better to myself, friend. And now we can get right into this final set of sets. And the night of nights, will Boltstruck get the run back, or is Silent just going to take the entire thing tonight, dropping very minimal games, only winners final games to Boltstruck?
Yeah, Bolt took him to the 5th game though, so definitely more work cut out for him, as he's gonna need 6 versus Silent, but you know, with a little bit of momentum from losers finals, definitely possible as we get into this one. Like I said before, Bolt did provide what I thought would be the trouble for Silent's Ogre, which is a little bit stronger on the defense there, a little bit more awareness of the situation, but through that game 5, there was a really, really good adjustment from Silent where he was just baiting nearly everything, and there you go right there. I can understand wanting to do that in game 1, but man, already a fantastic read from Silent.
So much life total. The bomb, no, not the obscured overhead.
I don't think we've seen, maybe I missed one or I don't remember one, but I don't know if we've seen that many 6Bs from Silent so far, which is pretty interesting considering it's considered quite possibly the best overhead in the game. So like normal overhead in the game. So I mean, yeah, breaking it out for the brand new set here for grand finals.
Yeah, you know, just waiting for Boltstruck to get a little bit more fatigue. You know, the first set don't represent it as much, and then start abusing it in grand finals. I could see the long game plan for that.
Yeah, totally can. In the long sets like this, especially with the possibility of needing 10 total games to decide the difference, these things early on implanted into your opponent's mind can definitely prove dividends as we move later on. As Bolt has a nice game here. Yeah, easy CDP when you see the red mist as he gets a little bit of a refund trying to decide game 1 here.
Another throw. Oh, I thought we were going to see another run-up throw, but going to keep the pressure going. Those shields almost getting Boltstruck Celestial, but just failed a little bit in the middle of it. So was able to avoid. Oh no!
Oh my god. Very skinny DP is able to get it to whiff entirely, and Silent will take advantage. Doesn't have the meter behind it, but the resources will be there. Recycle rolls at the right time and side switches. Was able to get the punish off of that one. Doesn't get all of it though. We see the CS kind of fixes up the moment just a little bit. Whoa. I think wanted to at least make a block that one. It whiffs. And then I think Silent's going to be able to take it here. IW towards the end. Game 1 goes to him.
All that meter Boltstruck had just left out to dry.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate on that one, but nonetheless, looking pretty good here at the Game 1, showing off what can be done. Just needs to chain a couple of those in a row. And that actually, once again, Bolt showing something that was working really well in that winners finals. A lot of preemptive buttons, throwing hitboxes in front of Silent before he starts running forward, whether it be with Lariat or just running forward. So that part going to be pretty important for Bolt to represent, but finds a really nice 5C there and connects for possibly the kill. No, gonna need one more.
Speaking of one more, there it is.
Yeah, finds it with the trip on the way down, but trying to even it out the round counts as soon as possible. Silent finds a nice clean hit for game 1. Fireball Oki gets hit on the overhead. That's the overhead that he's been doing a little bit more often, doing it out of the lariat rather than just the 6B. Obviously extremely strong, runs the low that time. That's going to be able to give him the ability to close it out. CS, CDP gets a little bit of a refund there, but good routing to make sure to give him the best opportunity to take the 200. Didn't happen, but good practices. Oh, I don't know if he wanted that. That was a bit unfortunate.
And this is just continuing that train going. Boltstruck able to get a counter hit on Landon. Can we get the extra? Just stay calm. Block it out.
Oh no! I don't think he dashed enough far forward for the 3C. Might have been a bit unfortunate of a moment there, but hey, back throw incident. Wait a minute. I mean, does it count if it's a command grab?
I mean, it's close enough.
Oh no! Dash up 5A. Fly bomb once again. Possible round closing situation off of this next hit if he has the right one. Oh, back dash, super kick, 6C. Gonna be able to close it out. 3 buttons. Don't do all that. You're scaring the shit out of me. All right, it's all right. IW or IWEX, I should say.
No way. It's making us watch the whole
Of
cutscene.
course it is. Of course it is. We could just be hitting 3 buttons, but instead we got to do this whole thing. Get a sip of water. Doubles their lead and inches themselves 1 step closer to your Boston Blue Beat champion for this week. Bolt with a final chance to rebuttal.
Oh, what a challenge. Yeah, Silent is just feeling so unstoppable right now, and it is showing.
Oof. Thankfully, didn't get gear broken. We did see a shield flash there for a moment, so could have been worse. Oof. Got actually hit by the rising jump C, and I don't think Silent expected that with the cancel into the fireball. Bolt will be happy with it.
Silent staying as calm and collected as possible. Name's Cucumber because it's so cool. Never mind.
No. I'm the amount of shield flash I've been seeing in front of people's faces. Cucumber is the right color. The amount of green that's been led astray has been quite fine for the both of them, as neither has picked up heavily on the shield reads just yet. CDP, one of the more horizontal ones in the game.
Maybe that's why we're on the training mode stage, to help obscure the green shielding.
It's a nice green. I don't think it does it too bad, but it's still going to be the closeout after a whiffed green shield for Bolt. Oh, command grab. Chase down with the dash B. Oh, definitely not what you want to see.
Absolutely not, in all the damage in the world. No
Bro, what is
overhead this
happening?
time.
Easy punish with the red mist, and it's just the opportunities given to you when you have all of the resources, and certainly all of them are on the screen right now. 200 on both sides, gets hit on the boomerang side. First hit goes to Boltstruck here, trying to extend this set a little bit longer.
Yeah, the snack that smiles back, pulling in some work.
Oh, nice. Catches him on the dive with the 5A. Good response. Gonna push him towards the corner here. Steer ender. Bomb's the big worry. Looking for the defensive option from Bolt, who doesn't bite. Nice block on the 6B, but had the CS behind it.
Oh, CS given after the sword card just kept the safety. Fortunately, the counter hit after all that meter might be going to waste once again.
Cycle's a big deal here. Little concentration is gonna help him guarantee it. Runs it, yeah. Just gonna guard thrust. Needs to get out of the corners any way possible. Jump back fireball, 100 for 100. I'll take it. But Bolt, after all things said and done, the one that finds the hit.
Yeah, right.
Preemptive 2Cs. Very active button to work with. Oh, catches the 3C as an answer with the fireball. Very nice counter to the anti-air. One more though, and grid break. Bolt clutches it out. We go one more game at least.
Really had to make something happen. The ball was in Boltstruck's court and the 3 was made. You gotta do this multiple times in a row. You have to do it 2 more in fact, just to reset this rack.
Yeah, gonna need a lot. And the tough part of being down multiple games is that you're gonna need a lot of momentum. Just the decision making on its own is not gonna be enough. You're gonna have to make some leaps in the circle of decisions. So you're trying to see Bolt's trying to throw some new stuff here. Not seen in the set just yet. Nice. Oh, it didn't get the punish that they wanted with the 5C though. The footsies was right, but the special cancel was not what was necessary. Thrown out of the corner. Tried to TRM there, but good read. Not overextending. And Silent gets him into the corner. Bomb apply once again. We can go for the mixed fireball. Once again, keeping it really safe here. Looking for Bolt to overextend. He's willing to play it this way until we see that defensive option from him. Oh! Oh. I guess you die on the next hit either way if you guess wrong, so you might as well bet with the shield and hopefully get a little bit more out of it. But second set point for Silent. See if he can close it out this time as he tries to let the Rekka rip, and the patience from Boltstruck will pay off. Ooh, dart. Didn't expect that. It's not something we see all that often, but might as well when he has all of those blocks.
Trying to get Boltstruck back to this corner. The bomb exploded. You recovered in time.
Oh my god. Yeah, and he clears his own grid break pretty well there. Gonna use a veil off. Think Silent will be overall happy. But a lot of blocks here. Backdash. Oh no, still gets Celestial after it. Finds the hit, mashes that CSCs, the 2B whiff. Gonna get a nice punish on this. And the meter behind it. Gonna give him the opportunity to close it out. Still not an easy situation though with the 100. Cycle just in Bolt's favor with that little dash up. The aggression helped him out.
Gotta keep it up. Boltstruck can't get hit. No, not able to convert down. That should be easy.
Yeah,
Mark
I mean,
Spirit, please.
CVO, he's still doing all of it, but he still closes it out. Silent, aka Jacking Off, aka Premium Strokes, the name you see on your screen today, will be your Boston Blue Bee champion. Congratulations, but a wonderful top 8 from everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This was another wonderful Wednesday here on this channel.
And thank you, Uni, for not letting Silent get away with making us watch the C special into IWEX once again. I appreciate you, game.
Yeah, just enough damage. The reset actually probably helped that out quite a bit, but nonetheless, a fun showing from everybody. So thank you guys so much. First place, we did have your one and only Silence, second place Boltstruck, and then third place Jack Oates for your top 3. Thank you guys so much. We'll try to let you guys out of here as soon as possible. Last note before we head out here, make sure you guys claim the match arena. Please take a couple of seconds while you're hearing my voice to claim as many codes as possible. If everybody here in the chat did it, we would get it done, and the players would get a little bit extra for giving us another wonderful Wednesday of UNI2 action. So thank you guys so much. Kopi, we got anything else?
If you're able to, I can't go this year because I'll be going to England instead, but go to Beach Episode. I had a great time last year. I know y'all will as well. So with that, if you're wanting to sign up for next week's Boston Blue Bee online, and have a great rest of your night. Thank you for holding it down with me, Salmon Fish.
Pleasure's all mine. From everybody here, that'll be it for us. Take it easy.
Oh, she's not?
Yeah, talk to her.
Oh.
It's just like a lot of stuff going on. If she tries to come.
Yeah, thank you.
then